Hi, who do we got on the line?
Hi, this is Jane.
Hey, Jane. How you doing?
I'm good.
Where are you calling in from, Jane?
I'm calling from Boston.
Boston, nice.
How are the lobsters out there?
This isn't lobster season, but they're still better probably here than out there.
Yeah.
Follow-up question, how's the tea out there in Boston?
So interesting fact, in Boston this year is the 250th anniversary, and they're doing a big celebration to throw more tea into the harbor.
They're going to throw
All
tea in the
right.
harbor.
Man.
That seems a little bit like a waste of tea, but I get it. You know, all in the name of America, right?
I think it draws them to tourism.
Yeah, I suppose.
Whatever brings them in. Those fish are going to be zipping around there if you give them that Earl Grey, you know? They're going to be all caffeined up.
Yep. Well, Jane, why don't you belly up to the bar with us? Tell us what's on your mind.
Sounds good. So I have two questions, but my first one is to ask your advice on how to get out of a Midwest goodbye with my dad.
Uh-oh. So Midwest goodbye is always a tough one to get out of, and we have our steps for that, which we're happy to tell you. But be more specific on your dad. What does he do? What's his thing?
He's definitely one of those people. So I live out here in Boston. My dad lives in Iowa. He's from Iowa. So I don't get to see him that often, but we'll talk on the phone. And when we talk on the phone, he's one of those guys that does the, I'm going to let you get off the phone now. But then he keeps talking.
Well, this is great because the Midwest goodbye in person is a little bit different than the Midwest goodbye on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that this is a unique situation. So we're glad you called in.
Thanks. So do you have any advice or suggestions?
I think we're going to start off. Let's start off with a little role playing, okay? So I'm you.
Okay.
We have to know kind of exactly what your dad's tactic is. So I'm going to play you and you play your dad, okay? And you kind of just imitate what your dad does.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay, well, Dad, that's great. I'm actually going to get running here, so unless there's anything else.
Oh, well, I know that it's, a little bit later there than it is here, so I'm going to let you go. But, next time we talk, I'm going to tell you I have big news.
Oh, okay. I mean, do you want to tell me now or?
Well, I mean, I know you have better things to do than talk to your dad, but, I have things going on around here, too, that are, pretty important to me.
Oh, Dad, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't want to be rude. No, what's going on?
Well, after talking about it for the past 10 years, finally got some quotes to get the roof done.
I don't know what you're upset about. This guy sounds awesome.
He is awesome, but it got so bad a few months ago. He was on the phone for 5 hours.
No.
Whoa, that's an exaggeration.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Who was he on the phone with? You?
With me.
For 5 hours?
Yes. And I love my dad so much. He's a great person, but sometimes I have things to do,
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, kudos to you for sticking with it for 5 hours.
What did he have to talk about for 5 hours?
Well, I think during that conversation, we got to the point where he was repeating stories he already said earlier in the same conversation.
Yeah, I've been there.
There's one thing I didn't say that also makes it a little bit, like, my dad's a little sensitive. So he'll also, like, there's been times when I've just been like, Dad, I really have to go. And I hang up. Well, then the next, 10 years of calls, I'm like, well, my daughter doesn't have enough time to talk to her dad.
Oh, no. The old guilt trip. That's a classic dad move.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that. Well,
have you guys had to deal with this.
Yes,
Mine-
not that bad.
Mine's not so much my dad as it is my mom. My mom is hey, I know it's July, but it's never too early to start talking about Christmas plans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what are you doing on Christmas? I don't know. I'll think about that in 5 months.
So here's something you can do. Here's one tactic, okay? Everybody's got that person in their phone call, in their phone book. People are, in some ways, like dogs, I guess, is a good analogy. I'm not calling people dogs. I'm saying it's an analogy. You got to take them out for a walk every now and again.
Yeah.
So you need to just find these moments, I guess, where, like, let's say you have a car drive coming up. You know, you got a long drive. That's when you're proactively calling them.
Yes.
And then you kind of put a quarter in and let them talk, and, you know, let them hit every mailbox on the block. Don't, you can zone out. You got to be driving anyway. Let them do their thing and let them get it out of their system.
Almost view it like you're just listening to a podcast, but it's just your dad talking. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that advice, I mean, that's pretty good. And I sometimes try that. And it helps if I'm going up to the mountains, because sometimes you lose reception in the mountains.
Yes.
You get disconnected.
That is a veteran move.
He understands that, right? Because we used to live in near the mountains, so he's a little sympathetic to that.
Yeah, I mean that's a cousin to the I'm going through a tunnel. You know, that's a great way to do it.
Oh, and plus we have lots of tunnels here in Boston, so I sometimes we get disconnected from that.
Yeah, do you ever just go into a tunnel and park until it disconnects?
A 5-car pileup.
Pretty bad. It's almost like parking.
Yeah, it's like you take the long route to wherever you're going so you can go through a tunnel. So I got another question for you. Did he end up getting that roof fixed after 10 years of talking about it?
Yeah, he did. That was actually the most recent one. Last time I talked to him, he told me he finally had it done, the work done.
Yeah, because every dad's got something they've been talking about for 10 years, the project they're gonna do. Is there other projects that are still ongoing in conversation?
Oh, yeah. Because then when the guy did the roof, he messed up his antenna. So now it's fixing the antenna.
I love that.
What is there a time when your dad would not want to be on the phone? Does he have a favorite sports team?
Yeah. So I've actually tried that tactic a few times. He never called me in March because of March Madness. And I can usually talk to him for shorter times if there's a Packers game.
There it is. This is how you do it. You call him if it's
Every
a noon
Sunday
game
in the fall.
Yeah, if it's a noon game, you call him at 11:45. You give yourself these nice increments. You going out of your way to call him will make him feel like that you're thinking of him, but then he'll break off the call with you. That's what you got to do, and schedule those in. Actually put those on your calendar. Call dad and give it a nice amount of time that you want to talk to him. I think 15 minutes sounds good to touch base with him once a week. You know?
Yeah, and then what you do when you get on that call, you go, hey, Dad, I got a bunch of time to chat. I got all afternoon. If you want to sit and chat, let's do this thing. And then he's going to be like, oh, dang it. I can only talk for 15. And you're like, well, I really, really tried. So then he doesn't throw that passive-aggressive stuff that you don't want to talk for very long in your face.
A warning, though. He may do this. Oh, yeah, the game's about to start. Here, let me put you on speaker.
Yeah.
You know, and then and then you're watching the game with him, you know, so just know that
he'll be like, oh, do you have it on too?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I wonder what the delay is where I'm at versus where you're at.
Exactly what I was going to say. That's a nice thing because you can even get your TiVo on and just play it like 30 seconds after his. You have your sound on and he's got his sound on. That'll drive him nuts.
Or maybe you can get lucky enough to where yours is ahead of his, and then you cheer really loud when good stuff happens before he sees it. He'll hang up real fast.
Yeah.
I haven't tried that, but that sounds like that could be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, two solid tactics for you.
Text your mom and say, hey, pause the TV for 30 seconds. He won't know. And then he'll be behind me and it'll be all good.
Now,
Thought about having my sister try to call while we're on the phone.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
That's another good tactic.
yeah. That's a really brave move on her part. How many siblings do you have, and does he do this with all of them?
And I'm the one that he says he likes to talk to the most.
Hold on, you cut out. You're going through a tunnel. You cut out there. What? How many siblings do you have? Is she pulling the move on
She's
us?
straight up doing that to us.
Is she driving into the mountains?
We
right
asked
now?
one too many questions.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear?
Oh, we can hear you now.
Okay, I'll try not to move around.
Okay.
But yeah, so he said that he likes, and I think that's because I'm the only one patient enough to stay on the phone with him for, up to 5 hours.
Oh my, yeah.
Yeah, you let it go too long one time, and next thing you know, you're the go-to chit-chatter for 5 hours.
This is classic Midwest codependency here, though. It's impressive that you did 5 hours. I mean, they have meetings for people, like that, I think it's called Al-Anon or something, you go there and, you learn that you're a codependent or something. I saw it in a movie. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
No? I'd
That's
have to
all right.
watch the movie again. But good for you. I mean, that takes a Midwest person at heart to hang on the phone like that. So I like that you're bringing that out to the East Coast,
My other question is, I moved to Boston 25 years ago. Am I still considered a Midwesterner?
Oh, yeah. It's like being a U.S. citizen. If you're born here, it stays with you. Look, you don't have to ask that question. You're on the phone with your dad for 5 hours. You're more Midwest than half the people in the Midwest. Okay,
Yeah,
you might be one of the most Midwest people I ever met.
Yeah, you're letting your game do the talking here.
Yeah.
And sometimes people say, like, oh, you lived in Boston for so long. I don't know. I can still claim that, but it sounds like I can.
Yeah, it doesn't show at all. No, we appreciate you giving a holler on this one now. I think a lot of people will at least get some good tactics from you.
Yeah, it's almost like we started our own support group right here, right
I
now.
know.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of it.
Now,
MGA, Midwest Goodbyes Anonymous.
Yeah, now I don't feel so bad about talking to my mom for 2 hours because she doubled me with 5 hours.
Yeah,
with her dad. So,
yeah.
It's going to make everyone else will feel better.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Hey, maybe my situation ain't so bad,
Sometimes that's the role that you play.
Misery loves company, Charlie.
Absolutely.
Now, it's great to talk to your parents and all of that, but for 5 hours is,
Yeah.
do you want to talk to anyone for 5 hours? Besides you, Charlie, sorry.
We've been sitting here 5 hours, Jeez Louise. He says, would you want to talk to anyone? And then he looks right at me. Good Lord. Jeez Louise.
Well, I think this is good. Hopefully it helps a little bit. I don't know. I feel like you helped us more than the other way around, but.
Yeah, well, thank you for taking my call, and I'll try some of those sports timing and driving timing tactics and see if we can get the time down a little bit.
Yeah, well, we better let you get going.
Yeah, it's about that time. And have your dad call us.
He'd take up your whole day. He'd take up like 3 podcasts.
I know. We're trying to knock out a few, right in a row. So that'd be great. That'd be great.
Okay, well, tell your folks I said hi.
Okay.
And have a good one.
All right, you too. We'll see you now. Watch for deer.
Thank you.
That's impressive.
So the roof thing really actually hit home for me.
Oh, yeah?
So my dad, actually, for the first time, I feel like in his whole life, he paid someone to redo the roof at the lake. Instead
Usually
of making
he's
me
doing
and
it?
my brothers and him do it all.
Oh, man.
I was like, Dad, you have turned over a new leaf. Look at you. And then he always whips out, well, I knew you guys wouldn't help me.
You've done it the past, 5 different times.
Yeah, we did do the main cabin. This is the garage in the back needed done. Now, in my defense, the pitch on this thing, it's like a barn style. So the one side of it, it's like, how am I supposed to? I'm not a pro. I'm not a roofer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, and also, at this point in your life, you gotta.
I'm getting old too, Dad.
Yeah. I mean, you might be rolling right off that roof.
Yeah, but maybe that'd be the way I'd want to go.
Rolling off a roof?
Yeah, with my dad and brothers.
You're not going to go that way. You're just going to break your leg. It's going to be very painful.
Yeah, and then maybe I can collect disability or something.
Oh, that's true. You'd probably get out of a lot of future roofing jobs if you did that. Break one leg, you're done with them.
Yeah. Break one leg now for the next 40 years.
Broke my leg that one time. Sorry, Dad.
Yeah, I got a lot of trauma from the last time. I think I'm going to have to sit this one out, Dad. I'll watch you guys, though. I'll throw you beers.